Hi everyone, Dr. Sheila here. Today, the particular practice we're going to talk about is progressive relaxation. I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite practices. When I was a Lamaze instructor many years ago, I used to use this at the beginning of every class so that everyone would be nice and relaxed and they could actually hear the lesson I was going to teach. So progressive relaxation is just that. It's starting at your feet, moving all the way up to the top of your head, tensing and releasing your muscles, and actually inducing a deep, deep relaxation state. So for this particular practice, it really is important, if not essential, that you're either sitting down in a very relaxed chair or perhaps in an area that's very relaxing for you, and also possibility of laying down. Just remember, if you lay down, pretty sure you're going to fall asleep. But that's okay. That's all part of the relaxation piece. So the very first thing you must do is find a place to either sit or lie down where you can be very comfortable. You can do this inside the house. You can do this outside the house. You can do this wherever you want. I would suggest to you that if you're going to do this at work, that you go to a place that is away from your desk and away from people that could be perhaps walking in on you, because you want the relaxation to be as intense as it can be. So, you're in your comfortable place. Shut off your phone. That's that device that we just can't seem to get enough of. Also, I want you to take a couple of breaths, deep breaths, and just focus yourself on relaxation. Focus yourself on being quiet. So we've taken our 2 deep breaths, and now we're actually focusing ourselves on our body. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, get yourself comfortable, kind of settle in. And with each part of our body, as we start to tense the muscles and release, continue your breathing. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to start at your feet, and I'd like you to extend your toes out, hold it, and release. And again, extend your toes out, hold it, and release. And now I'd like you to point your toes. So point your toes out, hold it, and release. And again, point your toes out, hold it, and release. And this time I want you to point your toes up. So toes up, hold it, and release. And again, toes up, hold it, and release. And now what we're going to do is we're going to move to your lower leg. So I want you to stretch out your lower leg. So stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out, and release. And again, stretch it out, stretch it out. Excellent. And release. Now you should start to feel that your legs and your feet are getting a little heavy, and that's just fine. That just means they're relaxing. And now what I want you to do is I want you to tighten your thigh muscles. You ready? Tighten your thigh muscles. Tighten, tighten, tighten. And release. And again, tighten your thigh muscles. Tighten them, tighten them. Excellent. And release. And next we're going to tighten our buttocks. And when you tighten your buttocks, I want you to hold the tightening until I tell you to release. Remember, we hold a lot of our stress and a lot of our tension in our buttocks. So you may notice that this might hurt a bit, but stay with it. So tighten your buttocks. Tighten them, tighten them, tighten them. And yes, they can be tightened. And release. And again, tighten, 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 and release. Good for you. Now what I want you to do is tighten your lower abdomen. And the way you're going to do this is, I guess we call it sucking it in, whatever you can do, tighten your lower abdomen. All right? You ready? Here we go. Tighten, tighten, tighten. Excellent. Release. And I do hope you're breathing through this. I'm expecting you to be breathing. And again, let's tighten, 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 and release. Fabulous. Now what you're going to do is move up to your stomach. And you're going to tighten your stomach so that you can actually feel yourself pulling in the stomach muscles. All right? Here we go. Tighten, tighten, tighten your stomach. That's it. Hold it and release. And again, tighten, tighten, tighten. Excellent. Release. Take a couple deep breaths and blow out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And now what I want you to do, it's going to sound a little odd, but what I want you to do is to tighten your chest. And that means that you're actually pulling in the chest muscles. And you'll be able to feel that. And remember too, this is another place where we hold a lot of tension. So don't be surprised if in fact you can feel this. But what I'd like you to do now is to tighten those muscles, those ones that are around your ribs. Okay? Tighten, 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 and release. Take a breath. And again, tighten, 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 and release. Now let's work on our hands and our arms. So what I'd like you to do is to make a fist with your hand. Make two fists, that's it. Tighten, 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 hold them as tight as you can, and release. And again, tighten those fists, tighten them. That's it. And release. And now stretch your arms out straight in front of you. You ready? Tighten, tighten, tighten. Excellent, excellent. And release. And when you release, you actually can feel the relaxation pulse through you. And again, arms out. Tighten, 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 and release. The next part is one of my favorites, and that's pulling your shoulders up to your ears. Now, this isn't assuming, of course, that your shoulders aren't already at your ears, but I'd like you to try this. You're going to pull your shoulders up, almost hunch your shoulders up to your ears. All right? Ready? Shoulders up to your ears. Up, 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 and release. Wow, what a difference that makes. And again, up, 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 and release. Excellent. And now there's a number of things that we can do for your upper back. Many times we just need to concentrate on our upper back and think about our upper back. You may not be able to actually feel the muscles tighten if you're really, really tense. So what I'd like you to do is to just focus on that for a moment. Find the place on your upper back that feels really tense. So now you're going to tighten that spot on your upper back. Tighten it, tighten it. It's almost like you're pulling your shoulder blades together. Tighten, 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 and release. And again, tighten, tighten, tighten. Pull those shoulder blades together and release. Excellent. And now what we're going to do is we're going to actually extend our neck. So we're going to bring our chin down on our chest. So bring your chin down on your chest and hold it, hold it, hold it, and release. And again, chin to your chest, hold it, that's it, hold it, and release. And now what I'd like you to do is to move so that your ear is down on your shoulder as far as you can, okay? And let's try the left side first. So ear to your shoulder on the left, hold it down, and release. And again, ear down to your shoulder on the left, down, hold it, and release. And now let's try it on the right side. Have to be fair, using both sides. All right, so now to our right, ear down to our shoulder. That's it. Down, stretch as much as you can, and release. And again, right ear down to your shoulder, down, perfect, and release. Good for you. Now this is the one that I find most amusing, and this is where you're really going to scrunch up your face. So you're going to tighten all the muscles on your face, and this is where you hope you're not in a crowd, really, because everybody just laughs at each other. So you're going to tighten your face, all the muscles in your face. You can actually do a number of different things. You can either extend your lips out and do something like that, or you can scrunch down. It's entirely up to you which way you do this. Are you ready? Scrunch up your face. 2, 3, and release. Isn't it funny how different that feels? Okay, and one more time, we're going to scrunch up our face. Are we ready? Way you go. Scrunch up your face, scrunch it up, and release. Excellent. Now, what I'd like you to do is take a couple of very deep breaths. Very slowly, in and out. And again, another big breath in and out. And don't be the least bit surprised if you yawn, because of course that just means that you're relaxing. It means that your body's actually taking in the oxygen that it needs. So how do you feel? Well, you should actually feel that your muscles are relaxed, but you should also feel some of those areas that were tense before, and that they should seem just a bit more relaxed than they were. Progressive relaxation is fabulous if you have trouble sleeping. Do this just before you go to sleep, and I can almost guarantee you that you may not get through all of them before you fall asleep. The other thing about progressive relaxation is that it helps you to focus entirely on your own body, and that's really an important thing to do. Always remember to breathe through the whole process. And when you're finished, you can stretch out and get up, or you can just fall asleep. This is Dr. Sheila saying goodbye for now. See you later.